What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, this is going to be a really good one. I'm excited to give you this one. But before I start this episode, I want to say up front that some of you may not like this one, but it's one of those straightforward episodes that needs to be heard and said for you and for me too. So let's get to it. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break this down in terms of working out. So let's say I wanted to lose weight and gain muscle, and I went to the gym for 5 days a week, and I did the exact same thing every day. I did the exact same exercises, the same amount of reps, the same weight, the same everything. And not only was it the exact same every day, but it was really easy. And I did this every week, 5 days a week. And in my mind, I really do want to gain muscle and lose weight. Now, you don't have to be a workout expert to know that that's impossible, right? You know that if I'm doing the exact same thing day in and day out and not pushing myself, that I'm never going to get more muscle or lose weight. You know that in order to get what I want, right, I have to lift heavy and push myself for cardio. I have to lift what I've never lifted before in order to get the body I've never had. And what the hell is the difference in life? In order to get the body I want, the body I never had before, I have to do what's uncomfortable. I have to lift what I've never lifted. I have to make sure my body is uncomfortable in order for it to change. Because if my body is comfortable, it'll stay the exact same. In life, in order to get what you want, you have to do what's uncomfortable. You have to do what you've never done. What you're comfortable with will never change you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. You have to do what's hard. You have to do what's uncomfortable. You have to do those things you don't want to do. Why? Because our bodies and our brains always want to be comfortable. We spend a lot of money for comfort. Think about all the ways we spend money to be comfortable. The cars, the VIP tables, the relaxing vacations, the spas, the lazy boy chairs, first class flights, sleeping music. We desire to be comfortable every single day of our lives. We're programmed. If it's outside our comfort zone, then we automatically don't want to do it. You have to push yourself to start making yourself uncomfortable. It's literally the only way your life is going to change. You see an escalator? Take the stairs instead. Start doing what you don't want to do. Start doing what's harder. If you wake up 20 minutes before your alarm goes off, don't stay in bed. No, get up. Don't allow yourself to be comfortable. When you're working out and you finish your reps, all of your reps, do one more. If you run a mile, go 1.5 miles. Hell, 2 if you can. You have to push your limits. Now, doing these kinds of things will help train your brain to do what you don't want to do. It's going to strengthen your mentality around the idea of going just a little bit past the finish line, past mediocre, past being content, past what you're comfortable with. Because let's be honest, one of the biggest reasons you haven't had the success you want or finished that thing you're working towards is because it requires you to get uncomfortable, to do something you just don't want to do right now. I mean, think about it. It's why we procrastinate. It's why we don't like to step outside our comfort zone. It's why we get stagnant. We just mentally and physically don't want to do the things that are required, big and small. But that's the only way your life is going to change. The only way your life is going to change is if you do the things that you currently don't do right now. And the concept is so simple and understandable and so amazing to know that so few people actually do this. We all know that we need to do what we've never done before to become what we've never been. We know that. But why do we keep doing the same shit every day? It doesn't make sense. Instead of sitting on the couch and looking at Instagram for an hour, work on that side hustle. Do some sit-ups. Read. You have to do what's uncomfortable. Push yourself to do stuff outside of your comfort zone. This is how you build resilience. You have to push your limits. You have to be at the edge of your comfort zone as much as you possibly can be. Your comfort zone won't change you. Your comfort zone won't change you. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. You have to embrace that uncomfortable feeling. You have to embrace the suck. And when you start to shift and develop the attitude of saying, you know what? I'm going to do what I don't want to do. And you start to show up for yourself in ways that you've never shown up before. Not only does your body change, not only does your mindset change, not only does your brain change, but you start to build more confidence in yourself. More confidence than you've ever had before. Now, one of the biggest ways to build confidence is to show up for yourself in ways you've never shown up before. To do the things that you need to do when there's nobody watching. And not to do something and only be doing it for the sake of posting it online and to show off or show how cool your life is or whatever. No, hell no. But you do these things in silence, right? To push yourself when nobody sees it. Why? Because you know that no matter what, you will show up for yourself. If you say, you know what, I'm going to push myself. And if you push yourself for, let's say, 6 months, in 6 months, in that time, you will have built so much confidence. Why? Because you have been showing up for yourself and putting in that work. Because you've been doing what's hard. It's like that one friend you have that no matter what, if you call them, they're there. If you need something, they show up. If you need help, they got you. If you ask them to come over, the doorbell already ringing before you hang the phone up. You can be confident that that friend will be there for you because you know over the years, they always are. Confidence is knowing that you can count on yourself, even when nobody is there. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So, if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here and let's get back to it. And that's just not something that you can post about on Facebook and Instagram, knowing that you're going to show up for yourself even when nobody else is around. Now, it might not be fun, but I guarantee you it's rewarding as hell. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience with this. There aren't many things in life that will give you a mental high like knowing that you just did something that was scary or hard or outside of your comfort zone. The mental high from doing something that you didn't want to do and showing up for yourself, nothing is like that feeling. That's where confidence is built. By showing up for yourself at a higher level than anyone else could. And the sad part about that is people always show up for other people more than they show up for themselves. And why do we do that? Why do we show up for other folks more than we do for ourselves? If you start to show up for yourself, you start to grow. You'll see that growth and in turn be able to show up even stronger for other people. So put yourself first. Work on you. And if you have kids, I know what you're saying. I have to put my kids first. And yes, do that. But when they're not around, when they're asleep, at school, with their friends, you should find that time that you develop yourself. When you build yourself outside of being a parent, right? You have to become a better parent for them. If you do that, you will become a better example for them. Again, there is nothing more rewarding than doing the things that you didn't want to do. Why? Because like Tony Robbins says, progress equals happiness. We are built to progress. We are built to expand. And that's the main reason why it feels good to push yourself to do the things that you don't want to do. We are built to push the limits. That's why people who haven't been pushing themselves for years start to get more anxious. They start to get more depressed because every aspect of you, your mind, your body, your soul is designed to push itself past what it could do or past what we think it can do. Whenever you don't feel good, those moments when you've been sitting on the couch, looking at social media or watching Netflix for the last 4 hours, yeah, in the moment, it might be comfortable. And after a while, either that day or the next day, maybe even next week, you don't really feel satisfied. Your brain is mush, right? And you just want to get up and move. You feel like you should be doing and you want to be doing something. Those are the moments that you can start to not feel motivated. That's when your body is telling you to do something different. So when is the last time you did things to push yourself? When is the last time you stepped outside your comfort zone? When was the last time you did something you never did before? If it's been a really long time, it's a good chance that you feel stagnant. You might feel stagnant in life right now. You need to grow. You might not be happy with where you are right now, but if you push yourself and you push yourself and push yourself and push yourself, the sense of accomplishment and how it feels will grow you. I guarantee it. But you have to do what you don't want to do. You have to challenge yourself. You have to push your limits. You have to lean into that discomfort. You can't be the person who is set in your ways. You cannot be that person because the older we get, the more stuck in our ways we become, right? Just like if I can't go to the gym and do the exact same thing, the exact same weight, the same number of reps and not push myself and expect change, same thing in life. We can't continue to do the same things and expect anything to get better for us. And I can promise you this, if you do the exact same thing you've been doing for 365 days, I can promise you that you will not change. Your life will be in the exact same position it is today. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So what do you have to do to make your life look different? What is it? What are you holding yourself back from? The body, the love, the family, the career, the relationships, the journey, the success, the dreams. What are you holding yourself back from by continuing to do the same things and not push yourself? I promise you, if you get in the habit of constantly pushing yourself, I promise you, you will be a different person. And I say it one more time. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.